You're alive.
You're alive. Woohoo.
We're live.
We are live. I am also going to go live on Facebook this time. And that way, anybody who has questions can come and ask them. All right.
Well, hello, folks. Welcome to another edition of,
Life.
a video. We're coming to you live from our new home.
Woohoo! Okay, let's do that. We're gonna have a double feature.
Called the home.
The bus home. The bus home! Hello! Okay, you're tagged. All right, we're live. This is very, I have no room. Okay. Travis is needing his guitar today. He needs his comfort.
No, I just haven't played it in a long time, so.
A sweat in the shape of a heart. Sweaty.
Yeah.
Hello. It is sweaty and hot, and Travis showered. I didn't. I just got back from vacuuming out our vehicle. Hello.
But
Yay.
the humidity out here, what's it?
50%.
Humidity, so.
We have the laptop on our new toilet. The laptop is sitting on the new toilet. It's very exciting. Hi, Kelsey and Sarah and Mike and Melanie and Monique. Woohoo! Hi, Susan! Yay! So we are live on YouTube as well. Hello there! If you want to hop over to Nature Craft Box on YouTube, otherwise stay on Facebook. It's working. Do we get a tour? Yes! Yes! And while, so Travis was finishing up the toilet, kids and I went to go clean out and vacuum out the car. And when I got back, he had already built something else. So he's like a machine. Woohoo! Hello! Hi, guys! Hi, Linda! Yay! So yes, you will get a tour. We said we were going to do weekly YouTube videos, and
We're getting there.
2 weeks went by. Only 2 weeks went
I'm gonna
by.
move this fan over, though.
It's going to be loud.
Is it loud?
Yeah, it's loud. I don't know. You let us know if you can still hear us with the fan. I'm trying to, get this video. Is that too loud? Can you still hear us okay? You have inspired me to do the same. Yay, Susan! Oh, that is so exciting. Yeah, we get told either that we're very inspiring or, oh, I'm so jealous of your lifestyle. We don't want anybody to be jealous of our lifestyle. We really only want to inspire people because it definitely took us some time.
Yeah, I think that's why we do these videos, is to inspire, because we've watched other people doing YouTube videos that inspired us to do them. So we can get anybody that...
We can hear you fine. Yay, thank you. Okay. Whew, that helps, though, having this fan.
Yeah.
Kelsey, they got a bus, what was it, in March? They got it earlier this year, Kelsey did, and they probably know lack of circulation in a bus. We found that out really quickly. It's just like a little oven. We live...
When the sun hits it in the morning, it
just
starts
cooking. It's
and we don't have any curtains over the windows yet, so the sun just comes in and starts heating up the floor. It heats up everything.
Okay, love YouTube. I got to get out of the door. You rock. Yay, Linda. There'll be a recording if you want to see the tour as we go on with this. Thanks for joining in live, though. Oh, and my hands are brown. They're stained brown. Because, again, I'm playing with plants all the February. Yay. Okay. Is when Kelsey and Travis got their bus. And we watched them convert it. We just bought an AC. Oh my gosh. Yes.
We're looking into one. We need to get something low voltage because we don't have enough solar. Right now we only have 400 watts.
Yeah.
So
hello.
It's going to be a while.
Laura and Judy. I saw Mike and Cheryl on here. Hello. I'm sure it's just Mike, maybe. Maybe Cheryl. Both. Maybe just one. Hello. I'll say hi to both of you. Yeah, I was playing with walnut hulls. Can't just... There's some words that when you're in the Midwest, you just kind of say. I was playing with walnut hulls. Anyway, I was making a walnut hulls tincture because it's anti-parasitic. And if you ever get parasites, I do not want to have to deal with that.
So now our hands are staying.
So now I found
couple weeks.
I found an amazing brown stain. So if we need to stain anything, I know what to use now.
Maybe that's where they get the dark walnut.
Oh, the walnut stain is actually from the walnut hulls. That makes perfect sense. Figure out all sorts of things. So if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and pop your questions into the chat area. I was born in the Midwest. Awesome. My goodness.
So you're used to the humidity.
And the heat. Yeah, and the bugs.
Yeah, my brother likes it out here. He likes that moist. I prefer the dry heat versus the moist heat, personally.
So we have gotten some questions in just our comments and things as we're posting pictures throughout the day. I'm trying to, hey Karen, I'm trying to make sure to answer everybody's questions as they're coming in, but I also know that not everybody scrolls through everything that they see and having these little updates. Hello, Marina, yay! So one question was, we might have answered it last time, but a few things have changed since then. What are we going to do to register this? What are we going to do to register this? So we actually went to the DMV yesterday with all of our paperwork, or so we thought.
Well, we had drove there, took the bus there, and they told us to come back with the license for the state, so we brought my brother back to do it.
That doesn't make any sense. So we're in Illinois. You have to tell the whole story.
What I'm saying.
So we are in Illinois, and in order to register a vehicle in Illinois, you have to have an Illinois driver's license. Neither of us did that when we got here 3 weeks ago, and so we couldn't do it just the two of us. Unless we wanted to register for a driver's license, it would take at least a week for everything to go through and for them to finalize everything. And so we brought in his brother, who has an Illinois driver's license, and then we got a different lady the second time we went back. And she was like, I can't just give you an RV registration plate. This is a 6 to 8 week process of you going to Springfield, which is 45 minutes from here, multiple times before you even show them your bus.
So now we're going to go to Iowa.
So now we're going to drive to Iowa, which is one state over, and try to register it there.
They register it there.
So, hey, Kathy. So it looks like we're just going to be driving.
We saw a blog post from 2011 that said Iowa will just hand you the paperwork. So that's 9 years ago that post was written, but if things haven't changed, we'll find out and we'll let you know.
So when are we leaving here?
Well, we're still working on selling our trailer and our truck Saturday, and they might be taking, if they don't sell, then we'll be driving the bus and pulling the trailer with the truck all the way back to California where there's people.
There's people. So we're just having a really difficult time selling the trailer, and we haven't even really listed the truck. Hey, Kathy, Justin, hello. So we're having a difficult time just because where we are, there's really not very many people. And the people that are looking are kind of not really that interested in hurrying along and buying it.
The price of things out here are 25% cheaper.
Drastically. So we have it for half of the price of what they're listed for in California for both the trailer and the truck. And people are still like, I could find one for that price all day long. So we will make our way. If it doesn't sell at half the price right now, we will drive it back to California and sell it for the full price and just have.
We're willing to kind of let it go though, because we're ready to move on and get on with our life.
going and going back to Cali. That seems to be
a little sooner than we wanted
the exact song of our life. We're always going back to Cali for something or another. We're like, we're not going back to California. And we're there often. We're always going.
Song, right?
I know. Isn't it like Dr. Dre or something?
No.
It's an old 90s.
It's not cool. It's the Coolio. No, it's not
Coolio? Who sings that, Justin? Going. That's why I sang it like that, because I knew it was a song.
The way you're singing it, it's kind of...
It's off. I haven't heard that song in like years.
Yeah. Been on the East Coast.
We went in the Midwest too. Oh man. So, tour. Does anybody want to tour? Does anybody want to see? Yay! What's going on? All right. So where do we start?
Well, we got the last vlog we were doing. I didn't have the floors in yet.
That's true.
I had finished removing all the rust, and then we put the rust converter on it. Then we painted it, sealed up any of the small holes.
Biggie, that's who it is. Thanks. It was deeper. Going, back, Kelly. Yes. Oh, Sarah. Okay, Sarah wants a tour.
Since then, that was 2 weeks ago. Finished
Yay,
the floors.
Tour.
We moved some of our stuff in. I framed the bed.
So we have
built a couple things in here with what limited lumber we had. And then I don't know if any of you saw that we found a trail of 2x4s on the way back from Home Depot. We had purchased 8 2x4s and found 8 more on the way back, just randomly on the road. We kept stopping and picking them up.
Hi, Molly.
So that allowed us to frame in
Hey, Abby.
the toilet box and this little wheel well box that you're about to see.
Yeah, so with our what was it, the trail of 2x4s that we followed from Mattoon, Illinois to Taylorville, Illinois. It was over an hour drive that we picked up 8 2x4s that actually gave us enough 2x4s to frame in some extra things. So
it was interesting. As every 5 minutes down the road, there was another 2x4 laying off on the side.
Well, at some point there was like 20 minutes, and we're like, oh, maybe there's no more 2x4s. And then we were like, there's one. The trail continues. Okay, they want to start at the front door. Okay. All right. No peeking. I'll show you the ceiling. Look at, Travis made these magnets, which are so fun. And they have little treasures that we've gotten along our adventures. So like all of our little barnacles from Florida, we can now put on magnets and decorate our bus with them. That's so fun. Okay, front door. All right, so I think I'm going to do them both like this. Otherwise, I'm going to confuse myself. Okay. Oh, gosh. Sorry. Okay. So here's the front door. We have not done the stairs yet. You know what I am? I'm going to turn this around, and YouTube will just have to suffer. Okay. It's a mess. Okay. Bear with us. We're moving in. All right. So stepping in. Here is the view. So we've got our little kitchen. So here's the driver's seat. So much of Travis's tools. This is like Travis's tool storage right here. And then this is like our kitchen space / put things up. I've started my little hanging apothecary already. So under here, we're just going to be storing a lot of our like kitchen stuff for now until the cabinets are built. So let's see if I do that. Okay, there we go. All right. And so we've got some shelving here. So here's the full view of the bus. Full layout. So we've got our cubbies here, and we're going to put all of our pretty rocks, boxes and boxes of rocks and pretties. Those are going to go throughout the bus, but this bus can finally hold all of that stuff. This is our deep freezer. Maybe you can open it, show them the what for. I put the cord over it, so this is our deep freezer that we actually converted into a refrigerator by getting
4 strawberries. Are you putting it on there too?
I'm trying. I'm not very good at multi doing.
We've got this refrigerator for strawberries.
It's not just for strawberries. It's just having that Skyline was eating strawberries in here. But we have an external temperature gauge. External temperature gauge.
Over there.
And it regulates it so that it's raising the temperature of it, and that way it's a deep freezer that has been converted into a refrigerator. And then we'll probably get a smaller, like way smaller, half this size, another deep freezer, and actually keep that as a fan.
And that's a fan. It's really dirty.
And then here's just like our kitchen stuff, little in those. Here's our bathtub. Look at how awesome this bathtub is. Yes, it's full of stuff. Okay, so we have bathtub. And look at, this is our new toilet. Yay! So this is going to be a composting toilet. So Travis even built a little step. Oh, it's facing you. Okay, so you're going to lift it up. And there's a little funnel in there that's going to funnel our pee. It's going to funnel the pee into that little oil tank down there. That's going to hold all of our pee down there. And then this will be a bucket right here with a trash can in it for the number 2s.
Well, you got to talk to both videos, but...
Well, they can hear me. Oh, look it. And Travis built that. How cool is that?
And this is just temporary. The insides are temporary. Pretty soon it's going to be all plumbed in with an exterior tank. And I'm also going to do the side of the plywood on the siding.
And Justin's and you can squat. Yes. So that was the point. So if you know, I had mentioned earlier that I wanted a squat toilet. And so Travis, there we go. So Travis built a toilet that would be not only a squat toilet, but also a regular toilet as well.
We will reskin all of this stuff. So these are temporary. It's a temporary build to get us on the road. So we have all of the, try to make it easy. So when it's done though, it's going to be
amazing. Amazing. Okay. So YouTube, you are not as easy to travel around with.
It's okay.
So here, and pooping in drinking water is dumb. Yes. Super.
Yeah, because I don't want to poop in my drinking water.
No.
So we will not store our drinking water in there.
He meant like sewage.
Oh.
Like the fact that the sewage system. So this is the cool. So this was a wheel well. I'll stand this way. This was a wheel well right here. This thing with all the wood. That was a wheel well. Looked just like that with all the chairs on it. Just like that. And this, hey Rachel. Travis is quite handy. Amazing he did this so quickly. He is amazingly handy, actually. He is incredible at handyman work in general.
Thanks, Steph.
He has completely flipped and redone all of our houses that we've lived in. We've never had to really pay full rent. He's always fixed them up and made them so beautiful. And that's how we were able to really get on the road in the first place, was by him flipping a house that we lived in for 2.5 years. So, and what's really neat about this bus project is the fact that he's going to really be able to be creative and show off his workmanship and his skills and really create.
It'll be fun. We have a lot of amazing plans for what we're going to do with this thing. And I can pretty much guarantee it's going to look something spectacular that nobody's ever seen before when it's done.
Yeah.
So that's the idea. When we finish it, hopefully it'll be inspiring for other people that do a bus build to take the same type of ideas, because
hire Travis to do a bus build.
We've taken other people's ideas for what we're doing here, but we're doing something completely different than what most people do. We're not building full walls to ceiling. it's going to be open all the way back, but we're still building short stem walls. And the way it's going to be framed in, we're not doing your standard countertops at 2 feet out with Formica or granite. I'm going to build a shorter countertop, allowing more walking space. And that's going to be some sort of custom inlay on the top with the rocks and stones we found in our travels and what we still need to find to finish that off. And we have some other ideas for the woodworking that's going to go in here and the paint for the exterior of the bus. So all in due time. We don't want to reveal everything.
No, we have to have some secrets. We've got some secrets that we've been coming up with. Yes, make it a business. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the hope. I hope that, well, maybe we'll see how it goes. But once I get this thing rolling, that we might get into doing more and making it work for everybody. Maybe start taking them and flipping them, or just helping people out in their builds, or we'll see where it goes from there. So we're just happy to get to this point and be able to start this journey. We've been talking about it for a long time now, and timing is everything. Here we are.
So it's exciting. It's exciting. So here is the bed.
It's just framed in.
So let me get low. Get low. We
got a bunch of junk under here right now, but it's framed in 2x4s and just the sheet of plywood on top. And then we've got these mattresses that we got from Costco, and we just doubled them up, and they're super comfortable. They're lightweight, and they're really nice.
And they came from the trailer, so we're trying to reuse.
A little over 6 feet long, wide in length, by 7.5 feet wide. So it's just massive.
So it's a size. It's a little bit bigger than a California King.
It's 6 inches larger than a Cal King.
Yeah, on both
edges.
Both edges.
So I don't know how many square feet that converts to. I think it's an extra 8 square feet of bed space to roll around in. It works great right now because the kids have always been co-sleeping with Steph, and there's enough room in this bed for all of us.
Oh, hey, Hannah! Hannah, your bus was very inspiring. Hannah's bus, she was in the middle of her bus build at Skoolie Palooza.
Set us back down.
Yeah, I'm going to set you back down. So that's kind of and then Zion really wanted his ship wheel. He's had this ship wheel since his birthday, like 2, maybe 3 years ago. And we've been carrying it around with us. And he's like, can I put my ship wheel up? And so with magnets, oh my gosh, this is like, we did not want to take the metal off because I am in love with magnets. I'm like, I need to put something up. Magnet.
Well, I didn't want to take the metal off either because I enjoy the sleek look of it, and I like the school bus feel. So I wanted to keep it just original, and I also wanted to keep that extra half inch of space there. And we also went with the thinner flooring. We're going to keep this as an underlayment because we are going to add a top flooring, which will be another half inch. Well, it's actually going to be like a little over 3/4.
Nice floor.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice floor. But we like the look of the bus. We like the look of the ceiling, the look of the roof. And that kind of plays into the actual Skoolie itself. We're not going to completely convert it. We're going to keep all the windows. We're not boarding up any of the windows.
We're going to keep all the windows.
We're going to try to keep every one of them accessible as possible.
And we'll have something like, especially over where the toilet is, just like a little draw shade that can go around it.
We're going to do, curtains.
Little curtain thing. So at Skoolie Palooza, which is an event in Quartzsite.
I should poke the camera up through the roof for this.
Oh, yeah. Travis did solar. So let's show you the solar that he got done as well. That was really incredible. He's going to have to just gonna climb on up there. Hey, Naomi. Hello. And then Rachel and Sarah joined in a little while ago. Okay, here, let me hand you one at a time. There's that one. It's not, you got to flip it around. Yeah. So I'm going to hand you up to Travis in a second.
for extra solar. I don't know if you can see that or not.
We're doing a
There it is.
Facebook Live and a YouTube Live at the same time.
Yeah.
Makes it. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Yeah, there's our solar that we got up, 400 watts, 4 panels with our rails that I have enough space to add a couple more panels down there. And then I made a different video of the battery box and the way I wired it up and everything. So I'll be putting that in a different section. But eventually back there, there's going to be a deck space that you can come up and lounge on. All right, I'm going to hand you back down. Here's Steph.
All right, let me grab this.
Blinding up there.
It is blinding. Here, let's watch him monkey his way down. Hey, Sarah! All right. Yay! So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to write them in the chat. We are, hello! We have been just go, so on the move. The kids are so over it. They've been watching way too much. It's so exciting. I know, it's so fun. So the kids are over it. They're ready to move on. They're ready to not have access to TVs and video games anymore. They're ready to like be outside and
Zion's
enjoy
ready
that.
to stay in, like enjoying. She's having the time of her life here, being able to
do unlimited
yeah.
video games. I took their iPads, I took their tablets away today to start decompressing them so that it's not complete meltdowns when we get into the bus and start driving. So
what's nice, I don't know if I said this on the last one, but what's nice about having the bus and all the windows is that when you're driving down the road in a car, you can only see like out the front or out the side. But in a bus, like if you're looking at a mountain range, you're like, oh, that's a massive mountain range. But in the bus, because you have all the windows, you can actually see, it's like a panorama.
Yeah.
So you really get like the full embodiment of where you are. And that's kind of a really beautiful thing about traveling in the bus and having so many windows. And I think the kids are really going to be able to take it in a little bit more and get a different perspective on what's really going on, to be able to look out the window. And if they see something, they can go back and look out the back window as we keep passing by it, whatever it may be. But
it was really cute. The kids drove in home and here on the way home from the DMV the other day. And I was driving the truck behind, and Zion was just like waving out the back window from the bed. He was so excited. They're just like, it's going to be a whole new way of traveling, and not that all of our, issues are just going to disappear, but a huge aspect of what was such a struggle.
yeah, well, it's a whole new can of worms, but it's a customizable one. So
a customizable can of worms.
Yeah.
So you get them to pop out hopefully whenever you want.
So yeah, there's going to be a lot of work to come. I'm going to make a lot of videos. I'm going to try to make videos. I didn't do a lot of videos for the floor because of the time constraints. So 3 weeks in to tearing out the seats, to tearing out the rubber flooring, to replacing and doing everything up to this point of finally moving in the last day or two.
Yeah.
It's been constant. I'm looking forward to have a nice little rest for a little bit before I dive into the next project, but see how that goes.
Yeah. I mean, if you watched the last YouTube live, we thought we could get it all done in a week. And just getting the seats and the flooring and the rubbering off and
well, there's the seats and the rubber flooring, and then there was the plywood floor.
Yes.
And then after that, we had to clean the sheet metal floor. And then we had to patch all the little holes.
And then we did like a rust
And
converter.
you had to rust convert it twice, and then you have to paint it.
And then you had to patch it.
Then, yeah, patch it, and then you get to put on your new floor. So that took 2 weeks to do.
A little over 2 weeks.
And then last week I've been working on, it took me 2 days for the solar, and this has been off and on too because it's raining. So when it starts to rain, I got to take all the plywood and bring it into the bus, and then
all the power
take it all back.
tools.
Yeah, everything goes in and then comes out. goes in and out.
And okay, there's a lot of people in this group from California that are watching right now. The amount of rain that happens here in the Midwest, it'll say that it's supposed to be sunny. Like it's a heat wave today, and there's clouds rolling through, and it's supposed to now like pour any minute. And so it just rains constantly. It like rains as hard as you've ever seen it rain for 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden it just goes away and it becomes super humid again. So like all the power tools have to be put away, all the plywood, so we're constantly packing up, putting things away, putting things there, just so.
It's just the time of the season that it is too. We didn't pick the best time of the season, but I think the bus picked us in that sense, so we just kind of took advantage of that. I mean, work is work, regardless of whether it's cold or dry or wet.
Yeah.
So that's why it took us the time it took. But then again, I can only put so many hours in a day anyway.
And we are staying with Travis's brother, so they enjoy. I mean, there's been a lot of nights that Travis just continues working, but he does enjoy hanging out with his brother for the couple hours after his brother gets off of work too. So it's just one of those things and we're so grateful. Again, like as the weeks go by, I'm just so incredibly grateful that we've had this driveway to sit in to do all of this work in, because again, like we have a fully functioning toilet and a step and the solar's in, and there's just like one thing after another that just would not have been as easy to do if we didn't have the driveway and the electricity access and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's been nice to have that.
It really feels like home now. Like the kids are like, wow, it's home.
Yeah. Well, last night was night 3. We've slept in the bus now. Our trailer's still sitting back there, but it's completely empty. For anybody that's just joined in or has been watching, we're doing a YouTube live and a Facebook live too. So we're talking to 2 different people for anybody that's asking questions.
Yeah.
But that's where we're at, and we're happy to be in here, and we're finally road ready. We've got a few more things to get out of my brother's house. We kind of bombarded him with all of our stuff.
Kind of is not quite. I mean, like literally every single thing we own got put inside of his house that took over his 2-bedroom house. Our 23-foot travel trailer amount of stuff took over his basement, one of his bedrooms.
You could see it in the tour that you just did of how much stuff
we have. A lot of stuff. So
but we don't. I don't know.
We have a lot of stuff.
We use everything we have.
And that was kind of nice to go through our stuff of like, hey, maybe we need to get rid of some more stuff, and we've definitely minimalized our life. I mean, we now are in almost twice as much square footage compared to the toy hauler being in the bus. It's 23 feet is the toy hauler, but because of the front bedroom, we lost a lot of like actual living space. And this is 30 feet.
15 feet.
Yeah, so I think we've almost doubled the amount of livable space.
I'd have to say it's tripled though, because there's no like walled off areas. So, but we lose some ceiling, we lose a lot of cabinets, but
we're gonna build all that. So that's kind of the plan. That's the update. So we are meant to be leaving here any day now.
She wants to leave tomorrow, but I think we're gonna have to wait until maybe Friday, possibly Saturday. We need to get to. Our plan is to get to Yellowstone. Is there storage?
Yes.
There's a lot of storage
so
under the bus. There's 3
much.
Huge bays.
4. Oh, sorry.
Well, there's
1,
2 double bay. They're double door bays. 1 on each
2.
side, and then there's 1 in the back.
Oh,
so
okay,
3 large bays, and then we have on the back corner on the opposite side of the other one.
A fly just went over our camera. It's like eating stuff on the camera in our YouTube.
It likes it. It's just a green light on it.
Oh, that's funny.
We have a large area in the back that we can make another storage, or it's a large bay that it's about 8 feet by 3 feet wide. So the gas tank, the diesel tank is back there. It's 100 gallons. So I don't want to add another water tank there because that would just be another, I don't know, just extra weight. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. But we've got to figure out how we're going to mount the water tanks. We don't want to put them in the storage, or we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get them underneath, behind the storages, in between the drive shaft.
But for now, these are our water tanks. So these are 4.5 gallons. We've got 3 of them so far. We also have a Berkey water filter, so we'll just have to fill these up. We are going to Yellowstone for 12 days, West Yellowstone for 12 days. So we're going to have to figure out something to do for the water situation so that we're not like having to take the bus into West Yellowstone. But it actually shouldn't be that big of a deal with it all contained like this if we have to run into town and things.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out.
So, I mean, it's unlike the trailer that you have to hook up, hitch, unhitch, drop.
Well, it's a totally different feel because the trailer had everything. We had 100-gallon water capacity. We had the black, gray tanks, storage tanks for our water, wastewaters. We had the air conditioner. We had a heater.
Generator.
We had a sink. We had a stove. So
yeah. So we're heading to West Yellowstone.
Right now we have a couple water buckets. We don't have a sink, but we do have a refrigerator, and we've got a little cooktop propane stove. So it's kind of like camping. That's what we're doing here. And it's going to be like that for a while until we can build these things up. And that's just going to be, take it as it goes, because we got to move down the road, so we're not going to have time to do any building here in the next couple of weeks.
And so we're going to West Yellowstone to go do a Mountain Man Rendezvous, which is an 1840s, like in the 1800s, an 1840s reenactment. So we actually go and live very much camping.
Primitively.
Yeah. Hey, Jen! Yay! So we get to go camping for the next 2 weeks, which is going to be great. We're going to be able to have all of our crystals out, all of our tinctures, all of our stuff that we've been collecting throughout the country all year and sell at this Mountain Man Rendezvous, which will be fantastic. And then,
yeah, last year we went through there and
could not find a place to camp.
Couldn't find a place to camp, so we pulled over and asked them what they were going on, if we can take part in it, and they were like, sure. So I ended up carving a bow. I'll show you. I carved a bow out of a log from this guy.
And if you're on YouTube, head into the chat and just say hello so we can see who you are. And we see you on Facebook Live. We're doing a double here. Travis is getting his bow that he made at the last Mountain Man Rendezvous. And hey, Kenny! It's just very exciting, and there's so much kind of happening that we're always trying to do it all. There is a lot going on, and
and the reason why I want to show you the bow is because this is what we get out of traveling, learning experiences. This is what we did there. We just happened upon the place, take part of it, found out he was making bows. I'm like, I'm interested in doing that. So this is a long bow. It is long. But it's really neat, and it's fully functional. It actually works, and it shoots straight. So this is something that if we would have never made it to that point, never gotten there, we would never be able to. I would have never learned the skills to build this. So I also learned how to knap obsidian to make arrowheads, and that was really fun. So experiences, that's why we travel, right?
Yeah. And it really encouraged us to possibly live a little bit more primitively or have that mindset of what's possible. There was a lot of people there that spend the entire 10 days actually living primitively. They might have come there in a car or a trailer, but they park it way off back in the back and set up their tent, set up their camp stove, cook, do all of their stuff right in their space. Hey, Vanessa! So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments or put them anywhere. But we gave a little tour just a little bit ago.
Write them down and mail them to us.
We will never find them. Never have an address. But yeah, so that's kind of the update. We are leaving here any day now.
We're leaving here any day.
We're getting road
And
ready.
we're going to be able to really prove the bus and see how well it's going to be able to make sure it can take on that journey. If it makes it there without any hitches, that would be great.
Yep.
So we're going to find that out.
So, and if
shortly.
anything, we'll be bumping along down the road and see how everything kind of like holds its space in the bus. So we've got a lot of stuff, and I still have like 3 IKEA bags of food that need to come in here somewhere, probably under the table, I'm guessing. But that's mainly all that is left inside of my brother-in-law's house. Hello, Esther and Tracy. Hi. Hello. So we have almost all of our stuff in the bus, and it's amazingly fitting. It's like it's actually all fitting in here, which when we saw it all inside of his house, we went, oh my gosh, we're gonna like fill this bus up. I think we're not gonna have any space.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that as we started putting our stuff in here, we're like, I can't believe we fit all this into that.
Yeah.
And we're comfortable. There's plenty of room still in there.
In the toy hauler?
Yeah.
It was pretty packed. Yeah.
Now we have these storage bays, and all of our stuff's in storage bays, and still got all this stuff. So,
yeah, we have a lot of stuff.
I think we're going to have to go through and do some extra minimalizing for things that we really don't need. There's not time for that now.
Yeah.
So,
and the Midwest has a weird, like, I don't know. It's just, you can't really sell much here, and I don't know. So we're going to get on the road, though, and see how all of these things play out, and as we, buy little cubbies or little things like this and find spaces for all of our stuff and build them. I'm
going to start framing as we go down the road. The first idea that we have for the bus is framing everything out of pallets, because pallets are free. They're found everywhere. And I kind of like the look, so I'm going to reclaim the wood, clean it up, and the whole thing, everything that we build in here is going to be pallet wood. So that's why it's going to take some time to progress through the build of the bus.
Yeah.
So we had to go get a few things, some plywood and some 2x4s to make the bed and to make the toilet and over the wheel wells here. We did a tour earlier. If any of you missed it, you can go back. I think it was somewhere around 15 minutes in of the bus so far. But that's it. We'll just keep you up to date in every little thing that we add and build, and keep the log going and be able to see it transform.
Thank you, Tracy. You guys are going to do great. Don't worry and have fun. Oh,
thanks, Tracy.
Yeah, you guys in our YouTube and on our Facebook and just in my group and things like that, you guys have been so encouraging, and just like your support and encouragement and cheering us on of like, wow, you guys are going so fast, and look at how much you're getting done. When you're in the moment of it, it's like, oh, everything's taking so long. Why is everything dragging on? And so for us, it's like being in this moment of, my gosh, no matter how fast we work, no matter how much we do every day, it's like nothing is going as quickly. Sometime I would love to come see it. That would be awesome.
That'd be cool. It's going to be a work in progress, so.
Yeah. Hey, Frank. So, yeah, it's been really encouraging on those days where just it's pouring rain because we're in the Midwest, or it's, 90 degrees outside, and we literally can only be in the bus for maybe an hour working at the time, because Travis is literally just like, it looks like he's in a shower and he's just dripping. And there's been quite a few days like that where he was trying to do the floor and it was 90 degrees with 70% humidity. Oh my gosh, yes, I am the luckiest girl ever, because he is incredible. It took us a year to get on the road. Yeah, Tracy, right? It took us about 5 years to originally get on the road.
Well,
and then
we had sold everything once before about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And moved out to the middle of the desert, doing the same scenario. Traveling was the idea, but we didn't plan ahead.
We couldn't figure it out.
Enough, so we lived off grid, and we were just going to do a homestead sort of idea. That was the idea then.
Yeah.
And then that didn't work, so we went back to the mountain where I had my business and just started my business again. And then slowly but surely had the time to invest into a house. Waited 2 years to flip it, flipped it. Spent all of our money on traveling for the last year and learned how not to do that.
How to not spend every penny traveling on the road.
And now we're figuring it out, and that's the adventure.
Yeah. So. When we stayed at a lot of campgrounds, we stayed at a lot of campgrounds our first year on the road. We spent a lot of money on just like things that we didn't need to spend money on. And now we really know how to live a lot more simply in a way, but at the
we know how to actually do it in a minimalist sense.
Yeah.
Although I'm not claiming anything in minimalism. We're also not consumers at the same time. It's a balance.
Yeah.
So
we try to keep the things that we do consume to things that are gonna be worth. But at the same time, like we went and spent $45 at Walmart buying those little plastic drawer things to put all the clothes in, because I didn't want to have our clothes sitting in trash bags and Travis, so there's things that
some things you gotta be able to. It's totally worth
my little
bending for.
Waldorf brain having to buy plastic drawers was like, no, don't do it.
But in time they'll be replaced with wooden drawers or whatever else we just come across, or you find some neat stuff out on the road.
And that's something about traveling, is going to different antique shops and finding little dressers or little things.
If I can't custom build it, I want it all to be reclaimed for the most part. So,
how much solar, or will you? Yes, so we have solar.
We have 400 watts of solar right now, and I have a 2,000 watt inverter. I bought a larger inverter knowing that eventually I'd add more solar. I have enough space on the roof here. We're going to build a deck on the back half, but I have enough space on the front half, I think, to add another maybe 1,000 watts. So I think when we're done, we might be sitting around 12 to 1,600 watts of solar on the roof, and that would be just fine for us because we don't have every light in the house on, and we're not running it like that. Any sort of inefficient thing would be an air conditioner. But if we can get like a mini split air conditioner that runs off of low wattage, that's kind of the idea.
Or just get maybe just a generator just for the air conditioner. We might have to do something like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Smart.
It'll take time, but we want to get everything low voltage. That's why we got the chest freezer that we got, and bought a temperature sensor that goes inside that plugs into it, that allows it to cool and use less power. So we have this fan also running. So we have two things running off our solar right now, and they don't really draw much power. So we can probably continue to run those things for many days without having any sun.
Yeah. Hey, Nancy. So
we got a comment from Denise.
Where?
Hi, watching to get pointers for our travel plan and retirement. Plan for more boondocking to save overnight camp spot expenses.
Yes, that is.
Yeah, the first year that we set out traveling, we spent almost all of our funds that we had saved up for the year on camping spots. Yeah. So we had no idea that boondocking was so accessible. But where we did go, there was a lot of spaces that boondocking was not accessible. And if you wanted to boondock, you'd have to drive an extra 3 hours south out of your way because we were trying to go to a certain destination. But when you don't have a
place you have to be at a certain time,
then you can make those routes, and it's a lot cheaper in the long run, especially if you're going to be staying at a place for 3 days to a week.
So to give you more details, there is a lot. So sometimes we end up just going night to night, just at like rest stops and RV or truck stops or Cracker Barrel. We've stayed at Cracker Barrel parking lots for a few nights, but those are expensive because they want you to like eat dinner there.
You don't have to.
You don't have to though.
There's actually a lot of amazing boondocking spots if you just got to do the research on it.
Yeah,
and it's a lot cheaper. So that's what we're going to start doing. We should probably keep a log of it because we seem to be traveling back and forth across the country.
More so than we actually anticipated.
We thought we were going to do a loop, but now it turns out we were invited to go to a festival in Delaware, California. We had a month's time to get from California to Delaware. And that's why we're here in Illinois, because we came back to visit my brother on the way back from Delaware. Now we're going all the way back to Yellowstone for the Mountain Man Rendezvous, and then back down to California, and then who knows what will happen next year. We might make the same trip again, and we'll find different areas and boondocking spots. We might start cataloging those.
So, boondocking in and of itself just takes a little bit more planning. So you have to, when we're traveling, sometimes we're not even knowing, like, we got stuck in Ohio for a week. We thought we were going to be able to, like, boondock a lot more and stay in spaces for a night or two, but we ended up doing rest stops the whole way because we had to get to somewhere so quickly. So if you have a little bit of time, you can actually make a route. Where did we stay boondocking that we went down that crazy road?
In the middle, it's south of Indianapolis. There's a park there. It's like a equestrian
Oh, that's
park.
right, yeah.
I forget what the name of the place was
But
called.
every state has at least a couple free county parks or free places to stay. When you get into the Midwest and the East Coast, it gets a lot more tricky, but there are places. I love the app All Stays, ALLSTAYS, All Stays. It gives you pretty much every place that you can stay. It'll tell you how much it is. It'll tell you what you need to know.
Campendium is another one.
Yep.
You can look up.
Yep. Freecampsites.net is another great one. And then Tracy, I don't use a vacuum. That was a question. And get some coffee or tea from Cracker Barrel too, right? BLM.
Yes, you don't have to go in and eat. You just go in there. And
So BLM is
it's hard with
really
the children,
available.
though, you take the kids into the restaurant. Like, I want to eat.
Yeah. So
it's like a treat to them.
For BLM in the Midwest and the East Coast, you don't have any more BLM. Florida has some free camping spots, and it's called the Water Management something. So in Florida, there's like 5 free campgrounds, and you can stay there for 2 weeks. You go get a permit for free, and you stay at like the Water Management something. Just put Water Management free campsites Florida, and they'll pop up there. But
another good one is the Marine Corps places.
Those are expensive. Those can be expensive though.
$7 a night is what most of them
are. In Arkansas.
$7 to $10 a night.
Yeah, Army Corps of Engineers.
The Army Corps of Engineers, they have campground places that are
sometimes cheaper.
That are cheaper. And a lot of times they'll have water. I don't think we found one with power. A lot of times they'll have water accessible.
Oh, that was a national park though,
a lot of times they're in really nice places. And
the other thing that most people don't know is that all national parks, usually not state parks, but at national parks, there are campgrounds at all national parks, but then there's free places that are undesignated or like designated camp areas, but that are not campgrounds. And so all national parks have somewhere that you can just park off the road, and if you're not in a campground, you can stay there in a self-contained vehicle. So BLM, Bureau of Land Management, national parks, state parks are usually more pricey depending on what state you're in, just because it's how the states make money. So Keith's husband has been watching RV YouTubes for hours. You guys are more fun. Oh, thanks. We got rid of our 5th wheel. We will be doing old people cheap retirement RVing. Haha, what water filter you use? Berkey, get a Berkey. It's just worth it. We got the arsenic filters with it because so much of the well water in these places that we go to have arsenic in them because of the fracking.
No, it's not an under the sink mountable filter.
It is not.
It has to sit on the countertop, and then you take and you pour water into it.
Yeah.
But it's totally worth getting.
Totally worth it. It filters out chlorine.
Yeah.
It filters out fluoride. It filters out arsenic. Get a Berkey filter. Even if you're in a house watching this, get a Berkey filter. We're not affiliated. We should be. Maybe we'll create an affiliate link, so if you're going to buy one anyway, you could buy it. But we love our Berkey.
Tracy says that Elks Club and Eagles Club, those types of places.
Oh.
Like the Lions Club, too, I think.
They'll let you stay in their parking lots, yeah. And if you, your earliest...
Like a ninja.
It's part of the National Forest, and it's free camping.
It's free camping. So you gotta sneak in there.
Yeah, if you go super early into the National Forest, yeah, absolutely. We got into Yellowstone.
Yellowstone, if you get in there super early, or you arrive really late, you just wake up early. You can still get in there, get a couple hours of sleep, and then you can go about your day enjoying it.
I don't know what that's supposed to hear you, but it's not supposed to be that. Hold on. I'm not sure what that means. We've had a few people jump on. Hey, Raven and Jerry, and I saw, let me see, who else jumped on? I want to say hello to you guys. Jessica and Tanea, hello. Yeah, we're just kind of answering questions, and we did a tour earlier, so when the replay gets up, you guys can see the tour of the bus and all that kind of good stuff.
Where we're at now, we just moved into this bus.
Oh, Jerry and
2 days ago, so.
Jenny, they were in Portside area. They were at you guys were at the nudist BLM spot. So.
I didn't know there was a nudist BLM spot.
Yeah, another lady. So there's all sorts of these amazing communities.
Arizona has
everything.
A little bit of everything.
So in Quartzsite, there really is just like, if you are interested in anything, they've got ham radio weeks. They have Skoolie Palooza. They've got the RTR for people that are wanting to learn how to live. So Denise, the RTR is something that we first started out with going to in Arizona. And that was
one of the major stops that we were going to make on our journey. We left almost 7 or 8 months prior to when they have their meeting. But if you want to learn anything about like full-time living off grid or in your vehicle, the RTR is where you want to be. That's called the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous.
So
and you can go there. The YouTube videos, check them out because they'll show you a little bit of everything.
Skoolie Palooza, we found that there was the same kind of off-grid living and living alternatively in a bus or a van, but the people were also more interested in living alternative lifestyles, which we very much live an alternative lifestyle, not just alternative housing. We don't believe that living in a bus or in a travel trailer is the only part of our life that is alternative. There's very much, so much of what we do and what we experience is about living alternatively, and a bus is just one expression of that. So,
for us,
Emily.
For us, getting a bus, it's more of a lifestyle choice, and it's really something that's not for everybody. I think you have to be genuinely interested in what it has to offer, and what you have to put up with too. It takes a lot to get it up to par with whatever standards you may have.
So, you're talking about the bus?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a lifestyle. That's
how
I feel about it.
Where there's a lot of people who are living
like van dwellers. It's a lifestyle. Like it's what people search for. That's why they do what they do. And it's not for everybody.
Been loving watching the progress. Thanks you. The process. Yes. Thanks, Emily. It's been. I was saying earlier how encouraging it has been, just having people send little support and.
It's been
thanks,
good.
Tracy.
And we look forward to keeping this momentum going and seeing the progress of the build, because that's what, the final end-all be-all is when the bus is nearing completion.
Yeah, and there's something when we first originally got the toy hauler, we knew that we were going to be off-grid a lot, which is why we got it. It had the 100-gallon water tank, the built-in generator with the gas tank that fueled it. I mean, it had everything for off-grid living. But it's a cave. It was a cave, and we very much...
It only had 2 windows in it because it was a toy hauler. But we got the toy hauler because it had a large back end on it versus one that didn't. All the trailers that we've seen didn't have that area.
Yeah. And so, I mean, there's other ones that are massive. We did not want a massive 40-foot
we purposely went small.
But this was a big part of the bus. I mean, just being able to do a YouTube or a Facebook Live inside of our rig in case it's raining out is such a big difference, because inside of the toy hauler we couldn't do any of this.
It was really dark in there.
And it was just like this little, I felt like, what's that guy's name? My precious. Like inside of his little cave.
It is spacious and roomy in here, and that's the kind of idea that we want to keep.
So Emily has, can you put air conditioning in the bus? This is my biggest question.
Yes, and we are going to. I just don't know what kind yet. I might do a wall mount one or a window mount. We're not sure yet. That's the road we haven't come to yet. We have a lot of plans and ideas for what we want to do. Same with the stove.
Thank God, right? Yes, I know.
It's hot.
Emily's in Tennessee.
It's hot in here.
She knows.
But it's really not bad. I mean, it's a little moist. It's humid. Having an air conditioner would be nice. But
this is a big deal coming from Travis.
What's really nice about living in the bus, though, is that you actually are in the elements.
Yeah.
Full time. So all you have to do is take all the windows down, and you're it's just like being outside. Get some circulation with a fan.
Yeah, and
it's just like you're constantly in
Emily, they actually have really nice air conditioners that just go right on your roof, and they're like $1,000. So it's really not that big of an investment. It's an investment that don't come to Texas in the summer. No way. No, we will.
Denise said, "Could you spell out RTR?"
Didn't get it.
Oh, Rubber Tramp Rendezvous.
Yes.
But if you type in
RTR
Bob Wells, you'll find his link on YouTube, and everything you need to know will pop up beneath it.
We are more fun though than Bob Wells. So.
Yeah, but he interviews a lot of different people, so you can find other people that do YouTube videos too that might be doing like more of what you are leaning towards.
When we get our 1,000 subscribers,
a wealth of knowledge,
we will get a Bob Wells interview.
Is that what it takes?
Yeah, he already told us he would interview us. But we don't have our 1,000 subscribers, so he can't monetize so a lot of people monetize their YouTube, and that's how they make their living on the road. So share our YouTube channel with your friends and share them like on Facebook. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel as soon as we get that 1,000 subscribers. It's just a click of the button. It's just a click to subscribe. When we get that 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, everything will shift in our YouTube channel.
Everything will shift with the videos that we put out in our travels as well. We've been kind of slacking in putting our videos out in the last couple of weeks just because the bus build has been so hectic. But now that we've gotten that over, we're going to be able to shift back into our normal state of living again. Smooth sailing, so to speak.
I love it. So Emily's like, you guys are making this look so fun. Yeah, but you guys have a little camper too that you guys redid. Your little camper was so cute. It's so cute. I'm sure you guys still have it. So yeah, AC units that can go inside or on the floor. Yeah, there's like ones that you can actually put on the ceiling. There's like dehumidifier ones that you can
I wanted an RV ceiling one, but that would take up my roof hatch space. We might end up doing that with this roof hatch space that we have here. So we have 2 of them. There's one over here. We don't really need that one because I can still access the roof from this one. So what else is cool now that we're talking about roof stuff? For the kids, I'm going to put monkey bars on the ceiling, and we're going to put little rock climbing walls down the side of the bus.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do an upper deck up there that they can play on, so they'll be able to climb up the bus and through the bus and in the bus. And
Tracy, thanks for subscribing. We appreciate you. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
It's going to be a fun place for both adults and children alike.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the idea. So.
Yeah.
But
we had another question. Gotta jump off, come to Nashville. We have a long driveway you can park in. Yay! We will. I know. We keep having to rush out of here. We've tried to get into Nashville so many times to come see you. It's been like 3 times that we've almost.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Hey, Stephanie!
We're about to lose power, so we're gonna have to wrap this up in a couple minutes.
We have one more question though that came through, and it was how are the kids adapting to all of this?
Zion has been looking at us for a long time now, so he's super excited. I think Skyanne is excited too, but she's 6 and still hasn't wrapped her head around what's really going on yet. As far as the traveling, it only took, I think it took about 6 to 8 weeks for Skyanne and Zion both to come into it and realize, oh, wait a minute. We get to go to amazing places all the time. Yeah. After we went to Yellowstone, they saw that, and then we went to the Great Lakes. And I think it was the Great Lakes they were sold. And then we went to Florida, and alligators and beaches, and just all the amazing places we go. The kids adapted and realized, wow, this is amazing.
In Quartzsite, they made amazing with the Mobleys, who are another bus family.
Yeah, we've met a lot of amazing people on the road too. It's been great.
And then we met other bus families, and now they're like, when do we get to go see our friends again? And now they know that because we travel and they travel, this is really the only way that we'd be able to go and see them and be a part of their life. So now they're like, we got to just keep on moving because we got to go get back to our friends. So, and Tracy says she has a property in Arizona. We will definitely let you know. We'll be in Arizona again this winter. That'd be great.
It was Arizona that inspired us because we had been talking about getting a bus, and it's kind of like I'd never really been in one. We went to Skoolie Palooza.
And if you want to go to Skoolie Palooza again, it is January, I believe, 17th through 20-somethingth. I will get the exact dates, but even if you don't live in a Skoolie,
Arizona.
It's in Ehrenberg.
Oh, is it?
Ehrenberg, which is 10 miles from Quartzsite, but definitely worth going. Bring your camper, bring your car. Denise, just come out and just experience it for a week. And what's it about, Skoolie Palooza?
But it was there that inspired us to go ahead and move forward with getting a bus. So we set our sights on it and like, okay, this is what we want to do.
Yeah, it's just a community of people that live in their school buses, and you can do tours in everybody's school buses. I am hosting all of the activities, so we'll be doing dance nights and potlucks, and we'll have oh, you're going this year, yay! Cool. Yeah, we'll be doing horseshoe toss championships, and we'll be doing.
We're gonna try to make some games and stuff.
We're gonna just maybe
community event is kind of the idea.
Ehrenberg, yeah.
And there'll also be lectures that you can learn about the septic systems or composting toilets.
Yeah,
or
I'll be
solar, or whoever has this information will be there to share their information.
Yeah, and we've got about
there's a lot of amazing buses there that when you walk into them, you're like, wow, this is just unbelievable.
Yeah. So we have, I think we've got about 15 workshops lined up already. And then more people are coming in, and we're just going to have workshops all week of people teaching. So it's going to turn more into the RTR in that aspect. But just
for schoolies.
But for schoolies. And it's also about actual lifestyle, alternative lifestyle choices, healthy eating, homeschooling your kids, road schooling, things like that, because the RTR is very much alternative housing, how to live in an alternative house. Right. Skoolie Palooza is how to create community while traveling.
They're both good to go to, and often last year we were able to go to the RTR the first week, and then right after that was over, a couple days later, the Skoolie Palooza was there. So if they have the same type of dates that line up, you'd be able to go to both.
Yeah. Sometimes it works out that way, sometimes it doesn't, but the RTR is usually 2 weeks, and Skoolie Palooza is only 1 week, so no matter what, there's a little bit of overlap in that. Sometimes they overlap a whole week, but you can't really help that kind of stuff sometimes.
Well, so we could go talk to Bob Weldon and say, hey,
let him know the dates already.
The dates. Yeah, maybe.
You know what? I think I'll message Casey. I'll message Casey today.
But thanks for watching, everybody. We're gonna wrap this up.
Yay!
Yeah, subscribe. That would be awesome.
So if you go into our YouTube, it's Nature Craft Box, and just put the subscribe button. We'd love your support. You guys do so much for us, just encouraging and supporting us through Facebook, and we really are so grateful for that.
And just on the back end of this, for anybody that's here, we're taking a bus. We just got a bus, and we're going to do a full-blown bus conversion over the next year with our travels. So we'll keep doing these vlogs and updates, and looking forward to seeing you guys again.
Yes, we do unschooling. So I heard about this about 4 years ago. I had been doing Waldorf prior to that because when my children were babies, I loved the Waldorf aspect of things. It was a very much bringing the spiritual aspects of integrating your soul essence into your being. And so I did Waldorf, and then I found unschooling as they got older and gently transitioned from Waldorf into unschooling.
Still a mix of both, but it's also, we also do a bit of road schooling.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, like we were in Idaho, and there was the largest fish hatchery. So we're like, okay, well, let's go in here and show the kids, the fish. So we got, the manager was there. The place was closed, but we actually got there at the right time, and he showed us around the fish hatchery. It was really neat. Yeah. So the kids got to see and listen and
get bored,
learn a lot. Yeah, but they're still going to remember, all the fish and how they breed them there. And
well, it's neat because anytime we go fishing,
that was just one of
we
the
remember
many places that we've gone to that they learned stuff. So.
Yeah. So, all right, phone's going to die, and I don't want it to just cut off, so I'm going to officially say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks you so much for hanging out.
Yep.
And we'll hopefully see you next week.
Yeah.
With an update from not this location.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, that's the plan anyway. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.